Hey guys, Fat Basement Dweller here, coming at you with a new series playing Minecraft. For this playthrough, we're going to be using the Ultimate Mod Pack for the Feed the Beast launcher, and I will put the download link in the description below so you guys can download and try it out if you haven't already. There's over 90 mods in this mod pack, which is pretty awesome. Never lack something to do ever again. Although it is kind of mind-boggling. I'll try to go through some of them. I'm not going to be able to get through all of them, obviously, especially in this first video. But I'll try and touch on them. So let's get started here in my highly originally named world. Nobody's ever thought of before, I guarantee it. And see where we get dropped. Anywhere but a jungle or snow biome. Because, quite honestly, I'm tired of starting out in those. The first mod I'll talk about is extra biomes, which should help us with that. Adds a whole swath new biomes to the game, and looks like we've landed in one of them. I believe this is the savanna biome, a little drier than the normal plains, but pretty much otherwise the same. A new type of tree there, yeah, savanna biome. Of course, we got some snow off there in the distance. Let's not go that way. And taking a look around here a little bit. So, up in the right-hand corner, upper right-hand corner, you've probably already noticed, Ray's mini-map. I added this to my own pack, which you can easily do in the launcher, because I don't like the map that comes with the Ultimate Mod Pack, but it's just a matter of taste on my part. You may perfectly like the one that comes with it, but otherwise never get lost again. And we can see NEI or not enough items here on the inventory screen. Make sure you go into options and that says recipe mode right here. Because a lot of the times it starts out on cheat mode, and unless you're the kind of person that loves cheating items in, you want to make sure that that's off. Otherwise, when you click to check a recipe over here, you'll get a stack of these items instead of the recipe for it. So it shows you all of the items in the game, and if you click on it, it'll give you the recipe. So no more ever again looking up on the web a recipe you forgot. And you can use the search box at the bottom to search for a particular item you need to make, and instead of backspacing to fill in a new item like this, you can actually right click with the mouse in the box and it'll get rid of all that for you, which is awesome to know. So just like with any vanilla game, even with 90 mods, we got to start out by punching some trees to get us some resources. So let's do that. Some of the other mods that are added to the game, this mod pack, is Buildcraft, one of the oldest mods, but one of the can't have a game without Buildcraft, in my opinion. Adds all kinds of machines to the game, as well as its own power source via engines to run those machines. And we'll get into those machines hopefully soon as we get other resources for them. And I'll, as we begin crafting those, I'll let you know which ones are from Buildcraft. And along those lines, we're using thermal expansion, which is fairly new as far as I know. It's at least the first time I've seen it when using the Feed the Beast launcher. It kind of adds some Buildcraft compatible machines that replace some of the industrial craft machines, which is another big mod in this mod pack that uses Buildcraft compatible power. With the industrial craft mod, it adds machines with its own electricity base source instead of the engine powers. So it gives you basically hey chicken, you're going to be lunch soon, don't worry about that, guarantee that. So it gives you a choice of paths in the tech trees that we may not have had before. So instead of always starting out with the industrial craft machines, we can do Buildcraft compatible machines because thermal expansion gives us that option. which is pretty awesome always to have options. So one of the other big oldie and big mods we got going on is Red Power. Again, can't have a game without that these days. Adds more machines and its own form of electricity as well, as we get our first crafting table going on here. Get some basic tools going on so we can fry up that chicken, get some food. They don't call me Fat Basement Dweller for nothing. So yeah, basic new power, new items in the game, some awesome things like volcanoes and World Gen. Hopefully get to see some of those soon. And yeah, as you know, again, I'm just touching on these things. I'm not doing them justice in this introduction, but as we use the items from the mods, I'll definitely mention which ones come from where, or at least try to. For those of you, like a couple of friends of mine that asked me to do this, to show them how I get started, because they're a little bit overwhelmed with all these mods. As you can see right here, it's really not that different getting started. Gathering the wood up. Soon I'm going to head down into a cave, start mining some ores, collecting resources. Not any different here in the beginning. And look at all this lunch. Hit you with a crafting table. Come here. I'm hungry. All this work is actually making me lose weight, and we can't have that, because then I won't be Fat Basement Dweller anymore, and I have to change the name of this channel, which that wouldn't be any good. So yeah, 3 chickens not enough for me. Gotta have some more, because 4 chickens is just lunch. And replant some of these trees while I think of it. And yeah, don't want to go that way. Too cold over there. So another mod on our list of mods, Forestry, adds a lot of automated farms to the game. Tree farms, wheat farms. And one of the newest updates has made it so you can actually have multiple farms on one structure, which is pretty cool. So I haven't even used those yet in any of my games, so might try it out here, so both you guys and me can see them. Gathering some stone up here to upgrade our tools. Again, not very intimidating, guys. Just like vanilla. And back to the Industrial Craft mod, I am using the Greg Tech add-on. So we're going to have a lot of new machines, as well as have the recipes altered, make it more difficult to acquire some of the things. Particularly noticeable is the macerator. So, and I believe it makes the quantum suit a lot harder to achieve as well. So it actually feels like you're going up a tech tree instead of having everything all in like day 3. A lot of people don't like things being made more difficult, but I think it was really honestly too easy to get some of the things. So, but if you don't like that, you can actually disable it or change it in the configuration file, so you don't have to avoid this mod pack altogether like some people think. So if you want to go ahead and take a look at that and see, and you can disable things like the harder recipes for the macerator. But I'm probably just going to get around it by building the thermal expansion pulverizer, because honestly, it's better than the macerator, even with the easy or hard recipe not taken into account, because you get some extra stuff chances. So you'll see that. And over there you'll see a sad little version of a volcano. Hopefully we'll get to see some more majestic ones once we do some exploring around here. and our cheesy little axe broke. So let's just break this and leave that tree floating over there for all of us OCD prone people. I'm going to do it just to punish myself. And see, I'm sure some of you out there are going to be screaming at me for doing it. And it looks like the sun's already starting to go down, so I guess we better find ourselves a cave and start mining up some ores. Well, this looks sort of promising. And as you can see already, all kinds of new ores being added to the world generation here. So this here is aluminum added by the Zycraft mod, one I haven't talked about yet because mostly it's been aesthetics up till one of the recent patches has added some actual functional items like tanks and auto crafting abilities with things called fabricators. And let's hit our first zombie here with the crafting table and now a pick because I'm a noob and didn't make a sword. And we got ourselves a zombie brain. Awesome. Those are added by yet another mod called Thaumcraft. If you guys haven't played with the Thaumcraft mod yet, you're really missing out. It's one of those mods where after you think you've seen everything Minecraft modding has to offer, well, you were wrong. It smacks you in the face and says, "Look at me, I am awesome." Anyway, it's really dark down here, so I should probably make some torches or something. Need to find some coal, but let's make some charcoal so you guys can actually see down here and I'm not just babbling on in the middle of the dark while you have nothing to look at. Got some copper there used by just about every mod added into the game, from forestry to industrial craft to build craft. So let's grab that while we're waiting for our charcoal to cook up. Zombies trying to sneak up on us. And throwing my sticks on the ground. Get this iron. Just constantly looking behind me, waiting for that first creeper to come up and blow us up. Which I'm sure you guys wouldn't mind because it makes for great entertainment. It's just not fun when it happens to you. And here's our first creeper contestant. And of course I'm a noob again because I didn't put my sword in the hotbar. Need to light this place up some more. So, back to Thaumcraft. Thaumcraft is the mod that adds these red-eyed zombies that drop the zombie brains, used to in some crafting for Thaumcraft. Also, they make good items to research, and we'll get into that. Don't worry. And our first skeleton. Let's run from the skeleton because I need to eat and heal up. Boy, Mr. Skeleton, you are one bad shot. And it looks like he fell on that crystal there. It's a Zycraft quartz crystal. And basically, up to the recent patch, they didn't have any use other than looking pretty. But now, if you walk on them or bump up against them the wrong way, they will damage you. So I guess you can use them as a new type of mob trap instead of lava or cactus. So, the next goal we need to have is find our way down lower into the caves, because to make our first machines, we're going to need some redstone and we're going to need some gold. Yeah, that's right. Gold is actually useful in these mods. Not only useful, but absolutely necessary. Get out of here. This is my cave. Anything back here? Nope. Boring dead end. Well, let's grab this coal while we're here, and while we're on the subject of coal, I'm going to try not to be obsessive about it, but a good thing to know about coal is it's actually more useful than charcoal in these mods, because you can actually compress a stack of coal down into a diamond once you have the machines to do so. So normally when I'm playing without recording, I make charcoal to use for fuel and save my coal because, again, obsessive about it. But I'm going to try not to do that in this recording series because, let's face it, that's boring. It takes extra time to do that, and you guys are going to be like, what is this guy doing? This is ridiculous. So, and as well as being able to make coal into diamonds, it also has a lot better fuel ratio aspect. It lasts longer as fuel than charcoal. So charcoal's good in the beginning, like when I needed to make some torches before I found some so you guys could see, but overall coal is better in just about every way, and probably the way it should be. And of course it also gives us experience now when we mine it, so hard to pass up even though there's tons of it. And this is probably a new record for me, not getting blown up yet in a new series with no armor, minding my own business, trying to mine, have a creeper come up and say, hey, how's it going? Boom. So probably in future I'm probably going to cut out most of this mining, but it's first episode, there's really nothing much else to do yet because we need to gather the resources. But let me know what you think about that and add it in the comments below if you want me to cut out most of the mining, or if you like to see the mining for some reason. I don't know. It's all a matter of taste, I guess. I'm probably going to get a even split, but I'm still interested to know what you guys think, so go ahead and let me know. Hey, it's a zombie carrying a shovel. Give me that shovel so I don't have to make one. And no, you didn't want to give me your shovel. Eat some more and heal up again. So, I guess since that means zombie wouldn't give us a shovel, we should probably make one. And another sword, since stone swords are cheap and don't last very long. Some more torches so you guys can see, and like I promised, going to use this coal instead of saving it all. Can't tell you what an effort that is against the obsession to hoard coal, but All for you guys I'm doing this for. And there you can see what I was talking about, that coal has a higher value for energy. Hey, where did you come from? Hey, blew up my furnace. Oh, there it is. Awesome. Actually, that was pretty good. He's nice. I wanted to pick that up anyway, so thank you, Mr. Creeper. So, first assassination attempt, failure on the Brotherhood of Assassin Creepers. Yeah. That's a real thing, trust me. I think it's probably time to start looking for a way down, so we can find ourselves, start getting started on some more interesting things. Otherwise, I'll have to do what I normally do and just start digging a stairway down. That way, we won't have creepers falling on our heads and blowing us up, which is bound to happen here sooner or later. Another dead end back here. Yeah, and we got Flemmmaster 9000s going on all over the place. Lovely. And that reminds me of another mod. It's not as high on the list as in prestige as the ones we've gone through already, but inventory tweaks, awesome mod. You see there, my pick broke and I didn't have to manually replace it. All of a sudden I had another one in my hand. It also gives you a way to sort your inventory really fast, and your chests. Overall, pretty awesome. And this here is marble, added by Red Power. Has no real functional use, but it looks cool. And makes for a new building material for your houses and whatnot. And variety is good. And like I said, we're going to start digging down a stairway here because I'm tired of looking for a cave that goes down there. And wow, looks like we found a ravine. Don't have enough gravel to make a stairway to go down safely, so let's try and get across here and keep digging down. Oh! Or we can just fall down there. Good job, noob. But thankfully the water was there to break our fall, so let's light this place up before the creeper assassins get us. Guaranteed one's gonna fall on our head. It's like a guaranteed event in one of these ravines. And if it doesn't happen, I know you guys are all going to be sorely disappointed. Yeah, that's right. Shoot that spider skeleton. Oh, look at this. A fully armored leather armor skeleton. Coming down here more prepared than I am. Basically in my shorts at the moment. That's a Minium Shard from the Equivalent Exchange mod. Another armored skeleton. Great. You can see where this game is going, where the mobs are better equipped than I am. Hey, he dropped his pants. Awesome. So as I was saying, those Minium Shards are from the Equivalent Exchange mod. The author is totally rewriting the mod from Equivalent Exchange 2, which is disappointing to a lot of people, I know. But again, you have the camp that loved Equivalent Exchange 2, and then you had the camp that thought it was way overpowered. So we're getting a total rewrite for version 1.47 and onward here. And right here, we got some rubies. Can't get those with my cheap stone pick. So let's light up a little bit more around here. And it looks like we got a deeper ravine here. Let's see if we can get shot off of it. Or we can go back and get these rubies. Now, the gems added by Red Power are pretty awesome. They are useful in some recipes. And in this mod pack, you can actually use them as replacement for diamonds for some of the items, which is cool. They also make pretty awesome tools, so... But we can't get it with the cheap stone pick, like I said, so let's smelt up some of our iron. And we'll get those rubies to make a pickaxe out of, which is almost as good as a diamond pickaxe. It just has less durability, but it mines just as fast. And another one of my obsessive things I have to overcome here is not smelting out the exact amount of ore we need here in the beginning, because as those of you that have played these mods before, know that we can get machines to double or even triple our ore output by using those machines, but not going to worry too much about it, because again, after not much more time goes by, we'll be drowning in so much ore we won't know what to do with it. So let's get our first iron pickaxe going on here and get these rubies. Level 10 already, since our creeper assassins haven't gotten us yet. And while we're at it, might as well make ourselves a set of armor to go along with our pick. And I know you guys are riveted to your seats from this awesome entertainment of me cooking up iron. And it's not a creeper, but we have a zombie falling on us from above. So, we really need to get out of here. It's not the spot we want to be in right now. Let's go ahead and make a ruby sword while we're at it. Waiting for the armor to smelt up. Be much longer lasting and more powerful than our crappy stone sword. Get our nice iron chest plate to go with our styling gold pants. Check out all of the mobs that have spawned over here by now. Dumb and Dumber over there shooting at us. Quite interested in knocking us to the bottom of that ravine. Grab some more stone while we're waiting, because I'm going to need that to build my awesome cobblestone house. As I may have already mentioned, I'm more about functionality than aesthetics, so don't expect to see any beautiful structures built by me, especially in the beginning, because that's just not how I roll. Let's get our iron boots going on here, and then collect our stuff and try and head deeper down. And let's make an axe while we're at it, just so I can pick up our crafting table a little bit faster. And we're already collecting so much junk here. Let's see if we can get... Oh, we got a creeper convention going on now instead of skeletons. But let's see if... Oh, no. I don't think we're going to be able to get through here without being shot off, so... Probably going to have to find another way down. Yeah. That's just not going to go. Not going to work. So let's head back over here and see if we... Oh! Yeah. Told you it would happen sooner or later. But thanks to the time we spent investing in smelting up that iron and making that armor, we survived. This is like new territory for me, I gotta tell you. Normally that happens and back at spawn. Which I'm sure has happened to you guys many times. So, sorry, not as entertaining, but almost. So let's start digging down here, because we'll get down to the level we need to without more harassment going on. And let's start using our ruby pickaxe since we made it. What I like to do is head down to Y level 12, where we can get our redstone and hopefully gold that we need to get started with our first machines. And doing it this way may not be as exciting, but we won't have any more creepers fall on our heads either. And we'll actually make it. Because while I'm sure me dying horribly makes for good entertainment, I want to get through this boring part of the game as soon as possible and get on to building our cool stuff. Yeah, and distracted by coal, but gotta get it. And that there, which I can't pick up because I have so much junk in my inventory, is Cinnabar. Another block added by Thaumcraft. Useful when researching and smelting up to use in some crafts, I believe. Again, we will get to that in one of these future episodes. if we can decide what to do with all the options that we have. And I should probably light this up so you guys can see. This looks like silver and lead added by Red Power, and the lead is from Railcraft, I believe, which is yet another mod we've yet to talk about. Adds a whole bunch of new rails to the game. For those of you that love building rail networks, if you haven't, for some reason you haven't tried Railcraft yet, you really need to. And let's get out of this little hole we've dug ourselves into and continue on our way down. And I'm going to put my pickaxe in slot 3, which I'm used to, so I stopped trying to dig with cobblestone. This green stuff is more Zycraft ore. Has some functions in the newest mod, or patch, excuse me. But mostly it's good for making cool looking blocks for those of you that like that for building your houses and structures. And again, I'm functional over style, but even I have to admit the textures on these Zycraft blocks are pretty awesome. So I might have to break with tradition and actually try and build something that looks cool. Now this here, for the uninitiated, is not diamond, but Nicolite from Red Power. It's used to craft the items necessary to power the machines, at least some of them. It works a lot like redstone, but is used in the Red Power crafting, and it actually looks like redstone, except it's blue. Obvious. Some sapphires. Again, can't pick it up because it's got too much junk. Probably what we should do is dig this out and make a little bit of a forward operating base. Put our stuff down, make some chests, get rid of some of this junk. So that's what I'm going to do. Of course, now our inventory is going to fill up with all this cobble again. So I guess we're going to pick a direction and start digging now that we've arrived on level 12 here. As far as level 12 goes, it's just a personal preference. This is where I like to start digging around looking for diamonds and redstone. Others will tell you, no, level 10 or level 8, but this is my preferred level. Not saying it's the best one, but So let's just go this way. And here's some lava off to our left here. Be a little careful about where we're digging. Make sure I have my stack of cobblestone on the hotbar so I can plug up any holes we come into that want to fill up with lava. And I'm going to go ahead here and turn up the brightness all the way. I probably should have done that in the beginning, so I apologize. But hopefully now when I don't light up enough for YouTube purposes, you guys will be able to see. On the hunt for the diamonds and redstones, and we found some Thaumcraft infused ore. You break this and you get shards. The yellow ones in particular are air shards, used for crafting in Thaumcraft. You can also use them for research purposes, but mostly valuable in crafting for wands and other things. And for those of you who were screaming at the screen, get the Nikolite, get the Nikolite, there, we've got some Nikolite. And of course, now that I've started digging it up, have to be obsessive about it and get it all. Which is probably why I didn't want to start digging it up back in that other passage to begin with, because it takes up so much space. Let's go ahead and keep heading down for a little bit more down this tunnel, see what we can find. Some blue zirconium. For those of you that don't know, it comes in the 3 primary colors: red, green, and blue, and also black and white. So you can make your pretty blocks in 5 different colors. Some uranium down here on our lower left. Let's grab that. Knock our torch down in the process. And there's our first bit of redstone. Awesome. No gold yet, however, unfortunately. Continue down this passage a little bit more, see if we can find some gold or even some diamonds if we're lucky. And, you know, guys, this video is starting to run a little bit longer than I like. I'd like to try to keep them to about 30 minutes, and I think we're already up to 45. So I'm going to head and cut it out here and wrap it up. Let me know if in the future you want me to cut out this mining, like I said earlier. Like, in the beginning here, it's all we have to do, but let me know what you guys think, your opinions, and I'll take that into account. And until next time, when we hopefully find some gold and get to build our first machine, something more exciting, this Fat Basement Dweller signing off.